Good morning guys, it's me, your online brother Jaspas deck, and welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we are going to be checking out a deck sent to me by Omar. Omar is an old friend on the channel. He sent over some cards in the past, and recently he reached out to me and told me that he has a new Kickstarter coming up, so he wanted to send over some cards for us to check out together. Also, because I just washed my hair like 5 minutes ago, my hair is completely wet. And because of that, if I chose to tie up my hair right now, it just goes flat like this, which makes it look hilarious. Also, you will notice that in today's episode, we're testing out a new camera setup. So right now, you're able to see my face cam, and if we switch over to this other camera right here, you'll be able to see my hands. I'm not 100% convinced that this is like the best setup possible, but let me know what you guys think. I think that it might be something good. I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, without further ado, let's get down to opening up the package that Omar sent over. In my pocket, grab my blade, and let's just open this up. I think I saw some photos of the way the deck is designed, the way the deck looks over on Omar's Instagram some time ago, but to be honest, I can't exactly remember what the design looks like anymore. So it feels like he sent over two decks. My hair has grown long to the point of like I'm actually able to put it in my mouth. And from time to time I find myself actually putting it in my mouth just to see how long the hair has grown. Alright, so here we go. Here's what the two decks of playing cards that Omar sent over looks like and feels like. On the front of the box, it has a design that looks like this. It says Couture at the top with two diamond designs at the bottom. One if you count them individually. On the flip side, we have a gold chain going across the top half moon cutout for the thumb here, like this, as well as a 0 to 9 kind of numbered thing there. It is exactly the same on the other one. Both of them are handwritten with the word Jaspas, my name, Jaspas, yes, the word. And both of them state that they are 0 out of 1000. At first, I thought that these circles here were all printed on and all of the decks would have the number 2 written on them, but after a closer inspection you can actually see that the circle right here is different on either of these boxes. Pretty interesting. So they are hand circled. So if we pay close attention to the copyright information on the bottom of the box, it states that this deck is designed by Omar Renfro in Compton. The texture on the box is a matte finish, and if we open this up, we can see that there's another gold chain going across the inside of the box. I find it pretty interesting that the deck actually doesn't talk about where it is printed from. If you look on the inside of the box, there's customized printing as well, and you can see some kind of like cow-like pattern printed on the inside of the box. Very cool. Now looking at the cards inside the box, you can tell that there is a plastic protective layer going around the entire box. This tends to mean that the cards are from, come on, say it with me, say it with me. That's right, Kata Mandi. Now let's try open this up and let's have a good feel of how the cards feel in the hands. Now if you look at the surface of the cards right here, you can see this sort of web-like pattern going across the backs and faces of the cards. That too suggests to me that this deck of playing cards is from Kata Mandi. You don't really get this kind of finishing, this kind of surface texture on other companies' playing cards, whether it is USPCC or Legends or any of the other card companies out there. Let's take a look at the designs on the ad card. So the first ad card has Omar's logo up here with his website, and it states Couture in the middle. And at the bottom here, it has what I presume to be the designer's logo, Erin Divine. Alright, very cool. On the back of this same card, it has the words "Thank you" written over and over, sometimes with only stroke and sometimes as a full, thick red word. The next ad card is a 4 of diamonds that looks like this, and on the back of it, there's a pink version of his previous deck of playing cards, the Flamingo playing cards. Now on the other side of the cards, we have the Jokers, one in mostly black and white and the other in full color. You can see them right there. Now before I play these cards and get my hands sweat on it and start like bending the cards, let's take a quick reading of what the stats on these cards are. Alright, so I've never actually tried to guess the thickness of a deck of playing cards before down to the millimeter. So this deck, I'm gonna give it a try, even though I'm taking a reading right now, as you can see. This deck feels just slightly, it's almost like exactly the thickness of a normal bicycle deck of playing cards, maybe slightly thinner. I'm gonna say 1.5 centimeters or maybe 1.44. How many decimal places does this go down to? 1.490 centimeters. Drum roll please, drum roll please. 1.4, that's good. 1.4, yeah, that's right, 1.480 centimeters. You can check the readings out. Oh well, that's awesome. Alright, and now feeling the weight of this deck of playing cards, I'm gonna guess 80 grams. Do that real quick off camera. Come on, good. It's 81.57 grams. Alright. Oh, can I actually lift this up to show you guys? Nah, it doesn't work that way. This means that this deck of playing cards is about 0.7 millimeters thinner than a standard bicycle deck of playing cards, as well as about 5-6 grams lighter than a normal bicycle deck of playing cards. And you would think that that's quite unperceptible to most people, but holding it in my hands, I actually can feel that the deck is thinner and somewhat lighter. This is what the Ace of Hearts looks like. 2 of Hearts, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of Hearts. Much smaller layout, much smaller footprint and layout of the face design of the cards. 10 of Jack of Hearts looks like this. Once again, much smaller footprint. The design is all pushed towards the center just a little bit. Queen of Hearts, very minimalist, simplistic chord card design. King of Hearts, and then the Ace of Clubs. I assume that all the red cards are going to be color coded to red and all the black cards are color coded to blue. And it looks like the running theme across these cards is that the aces have this black border around it, whereas the rest of the cards are just normal, kind of like that. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9 has an interesting layout. It almost feels like the old school cozy playing cards, that kind of layout. 10. It feels kind of weird to go from this to this, from this 9 to this 10. This looks very greedy and this looks very traditional looking. Jack of Clubs, Queen of Clubs, and the King of Clubs. Now after we pass the King of Clubs, we're going to go backwards. King of Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds, Jack of Diamonds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and ooh, interesting. The Ace of Diamonds features the logo for this deck of playing cards, the Couture logo, all the way down to the Ace of Spades, which is Omar's own logo design. Cool. Moving along from the faces of the cards, let's move on to the backs of the cards. Now, on the backs of the cards, we can see this gold chain looking design that goes across the entire back design of the cards, and under that layer is the cowl design, the cowl prints design that looks like this, and even further down under that layer there's this red and blue spotted design that goes like that. Very interesting. This combination of yellow, red and blue makes the entire deck feel so colorful and so bright, and the black spots all around the cards help you define very clearly where the borders of the cards are. And that sounds like a duh, it's obviously like that. That's not really the case, because if you look over here at the corners of the cards right here, you can see that the white from the backs of the cards actually bleeds into the edges of the cards. And this makes it so that the whites of the borders of the cards could feasibly blend into the backs of the cards, making it very hard to read. However, thanks to the details of this cowl looking design, it actually helps to distinctively separate the borders from the non-border part of the cards. If you look closely at the corners right here, you can tell that these cards are actually one-way back designed. Notice this like Y shape over here and this triangular shape right there. In terms of feel, the cards feel very nice and fanny right out of the box, as you would expect from any modern deck of playing cards. And the stock of the cards feels, ooh, that is nice. Ooh, really soft and really nice. Really springy and really responsive. I bet this card has nice snaps. It's alright, it's not bad. Not the snappiest cards in the world, but way better than certain crush stock decks of play cards. So I thought that it could be a possibility that the entire deck of playing cards is actually a one-way back design, but that's not actually the case. In fact, if you look over here, you can see that the blue elements, the red elements, and the gold/yellow elements of the cards, they're not actually moving. That's the two-way back design. However, if you look solely at the cowl pattern on the cards, you can see them jumping all over the place. This means that out of the 3 layers that exist on these cards, the gold being on top, then the cowl pattern, then the red, blue, grey ones right at the bottom, the gold one right at the top and the red, blue one right at the bottom, those two are actually two-way back designs. However, the cowl pattern, which is the middle layer, that's not two-way, that's one-way back design. That creates a very interesting effect. You know, on the flip side, there's one thing I do want to mention. Because of the color scheme used in this deck of playing cards, yellow, red, blue, black and white, because of that, this deck of playing cards actually reminds me a little bit of it reminds me of that deck by Pinston. What was it called? Superfly. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. It's not like I think Omar copied the design. It's more of like I just see some visual similarities between those two decks of playing cards. I wish the faces of the cards were just a little bit more customized, you know. I wish that Omar had done something with the faces that feels as fresh and as cool as the back design of the cards. Okay, so now let's try beating up this deck of playing cards just a little bit. Oh yeah, just now I had troubles doing a pharaoh with this. Maybe it's one of those top to bottom pharaohs. Ah, there we go, that's much easier. Let's try flipping over the whole deck and then I'll do it. Bottom to top. There we go, so much easier, so much better. Yeah, so this deck of playing cards is designed to pharaoh from the top to bottom. I'll give it another try. Boom. And let's see if I can give this a giant fan. Not perfect, but you know, well, what you gotta do. Sometimes you can't do a perfect giant fan and then you just have to move along to a normal fan. I'm very impressed with the way the cards feel. There's this softness to the deck of playing cards. It feels really nice on the pairs of your thumb. Let's try springing like a normal person for a while. Nice. Nice. Not very nice. Alright, then let's spring like your Jaspas with your index finger up. More control. I think that's more control. I'm not 100% sure that's true. After about 15 to 20 springs, let's do one reverse spring. Put the cards together like this and look at the edges of the cards look quite nice and quite neat. There's some imperfections in the gap that appears on the cards. This is a really nice deck of playing cards. I think it feels really nice. The printing is very high quality and it feels good. I just wish this deck of playing cards was a little bit more customized on the face. Other than that, this is an absolutely A+, A-star deck of playing cards. It looks good, it feels good, and it's good. Now on the flip side, looking at the box of the cards, I hope the final version of this deck of playing cards, the box design, is something as catchy as the back design of the cards. Because the back design of the cards, bam, 1000%, I'm on board. I love it. Very nice, very good stuff. But the box of the cards just looks a little bit on the plain side. So if Omar could do something to bring this attitude over to here, I think this deck of playing cards would be perfect. Alright guys, so there you have it. That was your look at Omar's Couture Playing Cards. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and patrons out there, I hope you guys are having a good time. Please go and check out thenewdeckorder.com if you want to pick up some of these awesome playing cards by Kenneth Fu. Until next time guys, it's me, your online brother Jaspas. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Oh, also leave a comment in the comment section below, let me know how you feel about today's camera setup. Thanks guys, love you all, bye bye. Hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Hey, hey!